Welcome, and thank you for joining me today. This is a personal shamanic energy healing session conducted by myself, an experienced energy healer, psychic medium, and transformational coach. Now, I intend for this session to really feel like a one-on-one session, and we will begin. So just like any other healing session, I'm going to start by placing a beautiful golden bubble over this space, over myself and over your space, and only inviting the highest beings of the highest light with the highest intention into these bubbles now to help assist with the healing journey. Now we're going to call in the directions. I'm calling in the jaguar in the west, the hummingbird in the east. That's so not true. The hummingbird's in the north, the eagle is in the east, and the serpent is in the south. And they're holding this space and bringing their magical divine powers now. Today's session is all about this crossroads that you're at. You've came to me at a pivotal time in your life where you are at a crossroads right now and you require guidance. So some elements that we're working with today that wish to help and assist in this journey is the peacock. Now, the peacock represents the divine masculine, and you'll see here we have the feminine peacock feather and we have the masculine peacock feather there, so symbolizing both the divine feminine and the divine masculine, with the beautiful peacock here. And we also have the seahorse. So the seahorse also represents the divine masculine, and he is on here. And this was made by a beautiful woman in Australia who makes them by hand. And I also have a seahorse necklace on. Now, I've made an offering very in line with this crossroads as a gift to the spirits that are helping us today, as a gift for God. We've got the hibiscus flower, which represents the divine feminine, and also wealth, fortune, good luck, prosperity, transformation, and the goddess Kali, so releasing. And then we also have red lentils, which is all about like the meat and potatoes, the substance, the stuff that goes into it. And then we have a shell, which looks like angel wings, and we have a beautiful little flower on the inside of it. So they're the offerings in exchange for our prayer and our service and devotion today. And we have the sunflowers came through here, and we have the bees. I have a bee ring on, and I'm also sat on a bee pillow. Now, if any of your ancestors of the highest light with the highest intention would like to join in this healing and this clearing, and also if you have any spirit guides that wish to come through of the highest intention of the highest light, then we call them in now. We're also calling in Father Sky and Mother Earth and the spirit within. So now we have all 7 directions in the space. We have our spirit guides, our ancestors, and God present here today. Now, I invite you first of all, if it feels safe to do so, to gently close your eyes. And if not, just find a point to watch. Find something to have a relaxed gaze to look upon. And just take a few deep breaths. And as you're taking these breaths, You're inhaling through the nose and exhaling through your mouth, and just letting go on the exhale. And you can make any sound that wants to come out on the exhale. And once you've done a few of those, now we're going to ground into Mother Earth. So inviting you to send your roots down deep. Some big, thick roots coming out of your feet. And channeling down into the Earth's core. Traveling through the ground that you're sat on. Into the soil. Going down deeper and further wide. And your roots get thicker the further they go down. And your roots are going deeper and deeper and deeper. The deeper they go, the more secure these roots become. Now that your roots channel all the way down into the Earth's core, and your roots merge and wrap around this Earth's core, this beautiful ball of energy. And this beautiful white, pearly white energy begins to travel up your roots. You can feel the loving mother's heartbeat as this energy channels up the roots now. And this white light is channeling up and up through these roots, through the layers of the earth, until they reach your feet again. Now that white light is traveling past your feet and up through your ankles, your lower legs, past your thighs, your hips, up your chest, your stomach, and into your heart center. And Mother Earth is with you in your heart center now. And now I invite you to reach up, all the way up to Father Sky. And you're going to thank him for his presence. And we're going to ask that your higher self, your oversoul, is present now, and your God self. And we're going to pour down that golden light, that beautiful golden thread, bringing this light down and down and down until it reaches your crown chakra. And then this golden light travels through your crown, cleansing your thoughts and your brain and your mind, swirling around. And then this golden light travels down into your throat area, cleansing. And it travels down into your heart center, joining you and Mother Earth in your heart center now. So during this energy activation, I will be giving guidance and I am channeling energy healing. And whilst I was guiding you through that then, I was connecting with your energy and tuning in to this energy session, almost as if you're in front of me here now. So if you hear any sounds throughout this session, it may be me, or it may be a source working through, and it's different mediums of different ways you are supposed to receive this energy activation, healing and clearing now. So right now you don't need to do anything, but when you do, I will tell you. And for now, I'm just going to go through and clear some energy. So you can just sit there and listen to the music and just breathe and receive. So if you're open to receiving, you can set that intention now if you haven't done already. And I may talk you through what I'm doing as I'm doing it, which I feel inspired to now. So right now I'm in your lower chakras. So I'm just stirring up and shifting some energy around the sacral chakra, connecting between the sacral and the root. There's some stagnation here, especially on the masculine side, on the right side of the body there, around the groin area. There'll be some tightness there. I'm just going to invite some white light into this area now, just so that when we're shifting this energy, it's being replaced with the white, pure light now. And whilst I'm doing this, I invite you to imagine some dark, sludgy energy coming out of your feet. Almost like mud is pouring from a tap out of your feet and into the earth. So you're sending that down to the earth. So I also work with light language too. And I'm sure that will come through in the session at some point. So here we're working in a meridian in the right side of the body. I don't say which one it is, but it's either the stomach or the spleen meridian. It's one of the lower meridians that cross through the body here. And there's just some blockages in there that we're releasing to enable that proper chi flowing through the body. So you may find that round about now you are having or have had gut issues, stomach uncomfortability, bloating, gas. It's been causing you some pain and some discomfort. So I invite you now just to breathe into the stomach area. And just like you did earlier on the exhale, let it out through the mouth. That was a big release there. So for any time you need to yawn, burp, trump, sigh, make a noise, move your body, feel free to. These are all different ways your body likes to release and shift energy. And sometimes, as you'll notice there, I will release the energy. So as we're working through the different complex layers, this beautiful, beautiful body and system, you may find that I do things that might trigger you or might bring up certain emotions or thoughts within you. And that's all welcome, because as we're working through these uncomfortabilities, what is being prodded and shifted and cleared and cleansed may come up in your thoughts or in your feelings as emotions. So at this time, it's important just to observe them and not attach to them really. Just notice what's coming up, because then you know what's being worked on. You'll be more noticing of this if you I guess identify as a highly sensitive person. But also if you're less sensitive, you might not notice anything, or you might notice, you might be able to feel exactly what's going off. So I'm just clearing through the left side now, around the bowel. I want to say the lower intestine. I'm not sure if that's the smaller or the large one, but it's the left side there where it's meeting the colon, just shifting through the energy there, pushing that through, allowing it to cleanse out through your body's natural healing systems. Ooh, that was a heavy one. You might have suffered in the past with kidney stones, but that might not be relevant for all of you. I like to say take what resonates and leave what doesn't. And as I'm going through this energy healing, so I'm not actually healing you, I'm clearing the energy. I'm not healing you, it's all you, baby girl. It's all you. It's your body's natural healing systems that I'm just helping to influence. I'm not sure the technical details there. Okay. Now just give your toes a little wiggle for me, if that's possible. Both feet wiggling, all 5 toes. That's good. So I imagine there's a lot of yawning and burping there as the energy shifted out. It shifted a lot there, so just grounding into the body, bringing more presence into the body as you may be feeling lighter now. So if you want to give your shoulders a little roll backwards and maybe move your neck a little, just stretching the body out a bit where it feels like it needs a bit of a stretch or a bit of movement. And now I'm just going to spray you with some Rose Aqua de Florida. So the rose is the divine feminine flower. It's the highest vibrational frequency of a flower. So now I invite you to imagine yourselves walking along a path, and it may be a familiar or it may be an unknown path, and you're just noticing your surroundings, the colours of any flowers, what plants or trees, any birds, insects. You feel the sun shining down gently, and you notice the vibrant colours and any sounds and smells, and what you can feel. Can you feel the earth under your feet, or can you feel the squishiness of your shoes? Now, as you're settling into your surroundings, you begin to walk along the path, hearing the sounds of the stones move as you move your feet, hearing the leaves whistle in the wind. And you're walking. And you're happy and you're grateful to be on this path, seeing all your favourite things along the way. Notice if any particular herbs stand out to you, such as a nettle or a sunflower. And as you're walking along the path, you reach a fork in the path. Now on this path, you can go left or you can go right. Now as you observe these pathways, you begin to notice the difference of how each path makes you feel. The emotions that each path stirs up, the thoughts, and now you just take a step backwards, and you can see both paths, but they feel a little bit more distant now. And as the sun shines down on you, you ask the sun for its light codes. And you feel the sun's radiating warmth hitting your skin and absorbing into your body. You look at the light hitting your skin and you see this beautiful yellowy golden light absorbing into your skin, and it's like it has some signs in there, some words, but it is not a language that you recognize. It is light language. But you feel the pure essence of this light language, and you know that this light is here to help you. It has all of the answers that you require and all of the assistance that you need right now. And you absorb more and more of the sun's light. And with the more you receive, the more giddy and thankful you become. And you're absorbing more and more of this beautiful, exciting, hot light. You're receiving so much light into your cells, but every cell in your body is now vibrating at the frequency of love and joy, and you feel in a state of overflow. You feel like you want to dance a little, like your body wants to move. It has so much energy, so much vibrant aliveness that your body just wants to move and flow and dance. So carefree. And now you're moving and enjoying yourself on this path. And you notice as you do, another path emerges. One that you haven't seen before. And your eyes light up at the sight of this new path. And this one just feels so good. You're intrigued. What is this new path? You notice before you're even thinking about it, your legs are drawing you to walk in the direction of this path. And you're walking towards this path. And your feet are getting quicker and quicker. As now you're almost running to this path. And your arms spread out wide to your sides as you're running. Because this is the path for you. This must be the path for you. This is your path. And you created this path. Now as you enter this path, the ground glows a beautiful golden colour, and your shoulders are relaxed yet high, and your chin is up, and you feel confident and grounded and heart-centered as you're walking this path. Things feel a little different here. The plants are encrusted in gold. Notice any little things that you see around that make this place just feel so spectacular and divine and royal and eloquent. It's almost like you can breathe deeper here. Gosh, this is your path. And this path feels so good. And whilst you're on this new path, a little clearing appears where there is just some grass that you feel so inclined to lay upon. And as you lay here, you close your eyes just to bask in the beauty of this moment. And as you lay there, you notice a familiar scent beginning to form around you. some Palo Santo. Calling in the good vibrations, the good energy, the satisfaction. Calling in the doing things because it feels good to do so. Following the good feeling thoughts, the satisfaction, Hukumaka paisiuko paokoma suapama wapuyaka suatasya. And with the subtle smells of the Palo Santo, you feel the smoke cleansing you now. Cleansing over your head and your shoulders. Cleansing down your body, past your toes and all of your legs, of course. It's like a beautiful smoke bath where you can still breathe clearly. And actually, this breath has never been so clear. This is the most cleansing air you've ever breathed in. And as you take your next breath in of this cleansing, rich air, you're going to hold the breath for a few seconds before letting out a long exhale. And now you find yourself standing up and returning to your feet, feeling content and full. You recognize it's time to head back now. And as you're walking back, on the golden pathway, you're going to stay on the golden pathway as you're walking. You're not going back to the crossroads, you're just staying on the golden pathway and carrying in the direction there. But you are walking back to where you are in this body now. Back into this room, back into where you may be sat or laid down. And you're going to feel your body again. Maybe putting a little wiggle in your toes and your fingers. Putting a little smile on your face. Telling your cells how loved they are. How much you love them. You may want to give yourself a gentle hug. Wrap your arms around your body. You may want to move your body a little bit, rotate your spine. Do any movement that feels good for you right now. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes, but only when you are ready. And if you'd like to keep your eyes closed, you're more than welcome to. So we're going to finish today's session with a card, and I'm pulling from the deck Gateway of Light Activation Oracle card deck, which is by Kyle Gray. And I'm going to pull a card for everybody who's watching this now, you in particular, always you of course. Okay. So I've knocked the camera over twice today, that feels symbolic. memories of Atlantis, spiritual acceleration, progress and technology. And there's the Ankh there for protection. Look at that, that's like the city, that's like a city at this golden pathway. So this looks to me like the gateway that you've just walked through now. The path that you've just chosen to take, which leads into this land of prosperity and abundance beyond wildest measures. And not just financial abundance, but community abundance, health abundance, abundance of all the things that you believe are important to you in your life. Connection, whatever it may be, creativity, fashion, spiritual acceleration. I feel like you are a very advanced soul and you are here to do big and great things. You have no need to doubt yourself. You always know the way. Just follow what feels good and trust that this is the way. Of course, feeling good is the way. When your heart is in overflow and all your needs are met and you are fully provided for. This brings the sunflower, which reminds me, well, not reminds me, but the sunflower for me represents the shining solar plexus. So the confidence, the trust in source. So then it's God confidence. Because I'm sure that you are the channel for God's work. Beautiful. And this was actually gifted to me by a divine sister from a women's community. And this was made in, I believe it was Brazil, which she got from a small business, a small artisan. Yeah. So this is also helping the Aboriginal cultures, which if you see there's also the black and the yellow, which is just like the bee, which is also just like the bee anyway. So yeah, please let me know in the comments anything that you experienced, any parts that were significant for you and what stood out the most. Yeah, so make sure now you drink plenty of water. It'd be good to go out in nature. Try not to have any big conversations today, I want to say. Lean more into the feeling and nurturing the feeling of how good it feels just to be alive and to be you and do all your favorite feeling things. And yeah, there you go. So please drop me a like, comment and subscribe, like I say. Share this with a friend who you think also would benefit from this. Obviously this is my first YouTube channel, so I would really appreciate your help and support on this journey. And yeah, lots of love. It's going to end now with my dog jumping down. Oh, you missed it on camera. Lovely, thank you very much. Have a beautiful day.